Power Rangers, a show that has been on the air for almost 30 years at this point, has had a lot of questions raised in its lore. Where did most of the powers come from? Who invented the morphing grid? Where did the morphing grid come from? And even, what is who are the first Power Rangers team present on Earth in this universe? For this video, we are only addressing the main TV show universe. I will mention the Dino Charge and RPM universes at some point because they are part of the main universe. However, they are not part of the main timeline as it splits. This should be a straightforward question. We see the MMPR Rangers as the first team in the 90s, so there's our answer. But unfortunately, throughout those years, that answer has been muddled and retconned, but not really retconned because there have been talks of Ancient Rangers even during the Mighty Morphin era. The first possible answer to our question, and the most likely at this point in time with the recent season Dino Fury, are the first team of Dino Fury Rangers, or as commonly referred to as the Rafkonian Rangers. This is the team Zato and Ion come to Earth with and are given the powers 65 million years ago by the Morphin Masters, establishing them as characters in the show and their connection to the grid and being able to give powers. And while this answer would be sufficient if we looked at Dino Fury in a vacuum, taking Dino Charge into account, the Dino Charge Rangers traveled back 65 million years ago to fight Sludge at the beginning of the show that we see before Sludge blows up a couple times. It's weird, but then Dino Charge gets put into its own universe, so we just don't know when they got put into their own universe, if they were always their own universe, or if the timeline split is what caused them to be put in their own universe by Time Force. That one's up to a little more interpretation, so it is possible both of these teams were active at the same time 65 million years ago for a brief time frame, I guess would be lack of a better word to put it. The next ancient team of Rangers we see are the Grand Shogun, who we can assume is the first Samurai Ranger and his team of Shogun Samurai Rangers before the power of the Bullzord was lost to time. These Rangers, we can assume with basic arithmetic, takes place in the 14 or 1500s during the samurai period of Japan. And their powers are passed down to their children. And they have been until we get to the modern 18th leader of the Samurai Rangers, Jaden. So, that's also a good answer if we were just talking about the Samurai Rangers. The first modern team of Rangers that are publicly known, however, are the MMPR Rangers, as they were on a talk show. And they are the first Rangers that we see publicly known since probably, as we can assume, the Samurai Rangers are not active at this time, given the timeline of Jaden's father dying when he was a kid, and that being so. Either the Samurai Rangers are battling in secret or something. We don't know. It gets confusing. Time travel is always fun. Now, a couple honorable mentions to, once again, Dino Charge, which If it's its own universe, then fine, they're the first team of Rangers we see in that universe, assuming they're the only Ranger team in said universe. And then RPM. They may be the first team of Rangers in their universe. We see some Proto-Ranger stuff and some Easter eggs to other teams like Jungle Karma Pizza, but it is also possible that these teams are never, that Jungle Fury and the Overdrive like props we see were never active teams. They were just works in progress as well. And then we also have the Wild West Rangers, who appeared, surprisingly, in the Wild West. No, yeah, I just wanted to give them a quick honorable mention because they are a team of Rangers from the past, and in the comics, Zordon does do this thing where he recruits other teams of MMPR Rangers, but things do not end well for them most of the time. In conclusion, I believe the first known Ranger team in the main universe as of Dino Fury is the Rathconian Rangers that were given their powers directly from the Morphing Grid. This is up to debate in the fandom because the fandom likes debating things. So, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Remember to like, comments, and share those videos with friends. And leave any video suggestions for more Power Rangers content down below. Bye!